Alright, so you see all this trees and stuff down here, logs, trees, limbs everywhere. So you want to be careful walking through stuff like this. That's why I recommend people have the snake boots or the rubber boots. You want to watch mainly for rattlesnakes right through here. So we have rattlesnakes, we have pygmy rattlesnakes, and water moccasins. And we have coral snakes in this area. Now, there's copperheads in Florida, but I think they're all in North Florida. I've never seen a copperhead around Central Florida here. So I'm just doing this video here. I want to show you some things about snakes, about the boots, and also then talk too about the what to do if you do get snake bit. Because if you do get snake bit, you want to stay calm. And you want to watch, because snakes can be up in these bushes. They can be on these logs. As you're walking through some of this thick stuff, they could actually be on the log. If a log's got some room under it, they could be under the log. And then I'll go into the other part of the video. Alright, I want to take a minute and talk about these snake boots. Okay, so here's our boots, how they look when we first bought them. These were a couple years ago. Here's my old boots again. These are actually 5 or 6 years old at least. And as you can see right there, that one's coming off again, so even after re-gluing it some more. So actually this is the one that came off before. It's still holding up a little better. This is the one that was coming real loose, front and back. So it would have came off completely before long. So now that one's coming loose too. I've even had it glued back. So it wouldn't take too long before them come completely off. These are really comfortable too. These are Rocky boots. They're really comfortable. And these are also snake bite and waterproof. These are Gore-Tex. Gore-Tex is waterproof. So I wore these a lot last year hiking. A little bit of hunting and some hiking. So it's time to retire them. And then here's the ones I got. I got these at Bass Pro Shop. These are Redhead. These are the Bass Pro Shop brand RCT snake boot. And these have a zip up too. You can leave these tied and unzip them and zip them back up. Hers don't have that on the hers, but we had to get some that was comfortable for her. So these are the same thing. These are a lot like a hiking boot. So they're going to be more comfortable for walking. And then these are also waterproof and snake bite proof. So these replaced mine that I've been wearing and been having to fix a couple times because the bottom sole was coming off of one of them. I was afraid I would get out there here soon and the bottom sole would come off again, come off completely, and leave me out there without a boot. Alright, so here's the boots we got in a minute. These are made by Red Wing. We got these at the Red Wing store in Brandon, the Red Wing boot store. So she tried these on and walked around, put them both on and walked around in them some. To make sure that they're going to be good. We wanted to make sure that they were going to be comfortable and she can do a lot of walking in them. Because this style here, a boot is a lot like a hiking boot. But these are waterproof and they're snake bite proof. Alright, this is how they look now. So these are Winnettes. Here, I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer. I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer here. So you don't actually have to see me with this. I want to show you the boots is the main thing. Alright, so see, these are Winnettes now after a couple of years of wearing them. And I took the strings off, the boot strings off, so I could coat them. I coated them again with the mink oil. But these are hers now after a couple of years of wearing them. And these are pretty comfortable boots. These are Irish Setter. Those are pretty comfortable. And I like the Rockies. These are pretty comfortable. Mine are a little bit dirty from the last time I went out. And I've been coating these with the mink oil to help keep them waterproof. Now the redheads that I have, I like these as well. So what I've been doing, I've been wearing these where I know there's not going to hardly be any water. If I'm just out in a lot of like pine areas where there's not much water, I'll wear these and I don't have to worry about coating these, and I'll just coat the others. But these are comfortable too. These are Redhead from Bass Pro Shops. So this is after a couple of years. So you can see they're just scrunching in there a little bit from the wear. It kind of makes them look a little shorter. And then of course we got rubber boots. Now these are actually made for working, so they're tough. They're pretty tough. The snake cannot penetrate that. So as you can see, it's these are pretty tough. These are made for working in. And these are tough here, the toes and all tough. So snake cannot penetrate that. And the snakes too, when they strike, they hit their prey and then move off out of the way and let the prey die, and then they'll come over and in. So they're not going to just like jump in there and sit there on your boot trying to dig in. So they don't work like that. Alright, and then of course the smaller boots you get, the shorter they are. So you can see the couple inches difference there. A couple of inches difference in these. But of course, as far as waterproof, once you get above this right here, then the water's going to come in. Same way with these. Once you get above right there, then the water's going to come in. But I walk in water quite a bit when I'm out in the swamps. So this is what they look like now. So also with snakes too, you want to watch because they can get up in these trees. They can get up in bushes. I've seen them do it a few times. You don't see it a lot, but they can be on top of a log. So they can be up a few inches, they can be up a foot or more on a log. So then if they strike at you, they're striking higher than your boots. So you just want to watch as you're going through trails and stuff. Watch around on top of the logs, on some of the trees and stuff, the branches. You want to watch because snakes will get up in the trees and bushes. They do some of their hunting like that too as well. So you want to watch that. And then also I want to cover some of the first aid if you were to get snake bit, you don't want to use those old, I'll show that to you too here in a little bit, the old kits that come with the suction cup. That was from the movies and stuff and TV, where they showed cutting the necks on both bites, either sucking it out with your mouth and spitting it out, or putting the little suction thing on there and sucking the poison out. So you don't want to do that. But you do want to stay calm. You want to stay calm and move slow and careful. And then you want to get out to a doctor, get to a hospital, or if you're too far to drive to a hospital or have somebody drive you within a short time, like within 30 minutes, you want to, if you can't do that, then you want to call an ambulance. Call an ambulance to come get you. Call 911 so you can get help to come get you. That way they can get you to the hospital. They can get you the antibiotics or the antivenom. They can get you the antivenom if you need it. They can make sure if poison actually went in you. The snake don't always inject poison when he bites. And also when the snake bites you, they're striking and releasing. Because what they do is they hit their prey, and put venom in them, and they come back out of the way, so the prey can't injure them. And then once the prey's dying, then they'll come out and eat it. So when they hit your boots or hit you, that's what they're doing. They're not like trying to dig in and bite you. They're just striking and releasing. So they can't penetrate these boots. They can't penetrate rubber boots. So that's a little bit of stuff you want to do for first aid. And you don't put a tourniquet on. A lot of that stuff there was like really old time stuff. So also with either boot, you're gonna have where the snake can't sense the heat up from your foot up to here, about 15, 16 inches up. So it's the same way with rubber boots and with these. Well, these are really good, really comfortable walking in. They're like wearing a hiking boot. They're like wearing hiking shoes. They're actually pretty comfortable. But after a while they will leak. No, I coat mine. I try to coat them. Once they get where they start leaking, I try to start coating them. So I've been using mink oil on mine to help keep them from leaking. Alright, so a few things you want to remember. And just by watching videos like this, maybe it'll help you remember some when you're out in the woods later on, sometime in the future. But if you do get snake bit, if it actually does bite you, you want to make sure that you, if you can, take a picture of it, so that once you get to medical help, they can identify the snake and get you the right anti-venom. And you also want to keep calm. You want to stay very calm. And they don't always inject venom. It's going to depend on their prey and what they think you are when they're trying to bite you. They don't always inject the venom. So you want to stay calm, and you want to get out and get to medical help. If you can get somewhere within about 30 minutes to medical help, then go ahead and go. If not, call 911 to have ambulance paramedics come get you. FWC can come get you out of the woods if you're a long ways in the woods. But call and get medical help to come get you if you're over like 30 minutes away from getting to a hospital or care unit. And don't use those old time where they say cut it with the knife and suck the blood out, or suck the poison out, or cut it and use the suction cup things. Those are old. That's old stuff there. So you don't want to do any of that old stuff like that and use those old kits. You don't want to do that nowadays. You don't want to put a tourniquet on it. All right, so you want to get a photo of it to identify the snake. You want to make sure you're staying calm. If you have somebody with you, help you get out. If you have to, call and get medical help. And you want to make sure you do not put a tourniquet on it. That was really old stuff too. So no tourniquet. No trying to suck the venom out. Those are the main things. And just staying calm. Staying calm would probably be the hardest part for most people to stay calm once they've been bit like that. So here's one of these kits for snake bite and removing venom. So this is actually, you can use this on like bee stings and stuff too. But they come with alcohol wipes. This one has a razor in it. And then your extractor for a couple band-aids, but has your extractor and some different size suction cups. But they say don't use these. Don't use them to try to get snake venom out. And definitely don't try to like suck it out and spit it, because then it gets in your system. But anyway, that's the kind of kits there. I've had that for quite a while, but those were kind of popular when I was younger to carry out in the woods with you. But they say don't put a tourniquet on it. Don't use these. And don't try to suck the venom out. And they say to stay calm and make your way out if you can. Make your way out and then get medical help. If you're within 30 minutes where you can drive or be drove to a hospital or emergency care, then do that. If not, call 911 for emergency help. With these on, these hide the heat too. The venomous snakes, they sense heat. So with these on, I'll show you this thermal video. A little bit of thermal here where you can see how you can't see the heat. You can't see the heat through the boots. Where you can see from the pants leg up, you can see the heat. These are black hot, so you'll see heat is black in this. So the real lighter color to almost white is not showing heat. Alright, so right here too is another one too. This was when we were out, a couple of us guys were out, and we were taking a short break. So you can see real good here the boot and the pants leg, and you can see how the boot hides the heat, doesn't show heat very good. So that's what the venomous snakes, they sense the heat and then they strike at it. Alright, so I always recommend that people go out in the woods, go out in the swamps, especially going with us, that you wear some kind of snake protection, whether it's the snake boots, and these are a little more expensive, or whether it's the rubber boots, and these will work good for being out in the swamps. Also, you can get a rubber boot that's made for hunting too, that'll be a little bit taller. A little bit more expensive, but they're a little bit taller too, and they're actually made for hunting. I think that'll cover it.